Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Coronation Street has confirmed a sad outcome for Amy Barlow next week, following the return appearance of a previous villain. Last week, Eric Sanford made a brief comeback after 2 years. Eric is the abusive dad of Amy's former flatmate Aaron, who sexually assaulted her after a night out and tried to discredit her when she publicly accused him. Best Film and TV Tours for 2025. In recently aired scenes, Amy bumped into Eric at a party, and he smugly told her that Aaron is getting married and has a baby on the way. An upset Amy tried to call her dad, Steve McDonald, multiple times, but all her calls were missed as he was sharing a kiss and then a bed with Lean Battersby. In scenes set to air on Monday, February 3, Tracy tells Steve that she can't get hold of Amy, and he says she must have spent all night at the party. Amy explains to both of them that her phone died and she lost her car keys, and she ended up wandering the streets all night. Coronation Street favorite shuts down soap return hopes. A guilty Steve makes out like he missed out on her calls due to having an early night. But will she find out that he was actually with Leanie? Elsewhere, following their night together, Leanie tries to get Steve to join her for a booze-filled afternoon, but he's not interested, much to her disappointment. The cobbles of Coronation Street have rarely been a place of peace, and recent events have only solidified Weatherfield's reputation for heartbreak and drama. Fans were left reeling when show villain Corey Brent made a shocking return, reigniting dark memories and tensions across the street. The consequences of his return have proven to be devastating, particularly for Amy Barlow, whose life has taken a troubling turn. Amy Barlow, portrayed by the talented Elle Mulvaney, has long been a resilient character on the soap. From her teenage rebellions to navigating complex family dynamics, Amy has faced more than her fair share of hardships. However, the latest twist in her storyline has left viewers deeply concerned for her well-being. Corey Brent's return sparks fear and chaos. Corey Brent's name is synonymous with tragedy in Weatherfield. The former footballer's involvement in the brutal attack that led to Seb Franklin's death made him one of the most despised characters in Coronation Street history. After being brought to justice and serving time behind bars, many assumed Corey's chapter had come to a close. However, in a shocking twist, Corey was released early on parole, citing good behavior and successful rehabilitation efforts. His return to the cobbles was met with immediate hostility and unease. Residents, particularly those close to Seb and Nina Lucas, were outraged and fearful. Among those most affected was Amy Barlow, who had her own traumatic encounter with Corey in the past. Amy's struggles resurface. In the weeks following Corey's return, Amy began to exhibit signs of emotional distress. Her once bubbly and determined demeanor faded, replaced by anxiety and withdrawal. Friends and family noticed the change, but Amy brushed off their concerns, insisting that she was fine. However, behind closed doors, Amy was struggling to cope with the resurgence of painful memories. Her encounter with Corey had left emotional scars that she had tried to bury. Now, with him walking freely on the same streets, those wounds were reopened. A particularly harrowing moment came when Amy had a panic attack in the middle of Victoria Street after unexpectedly crossing paths with Corey. The incident left her shaken and humiliated, further fueling her desire to avoid public spaces and social interactions. The Barlow family rallies. The Barlow family is known for their fierce loyalty, and they quickly rallied around Amy. Tracy and Steve, her protective parents, were determined to get to the bottom of what was troubling their daughter. Ken Barlow, the wise patriarch of the family, offered gentle support, urging Amy to seek professional help. Despite their efforts, Amy remained reluctant to open up. She feared being seen as weak and didn't want to burden her family with her problems. It wasn't until her cousin Simon, who had faced his own traumas, shared his experience with seeking therapy that Amy began to consider the idea. Seeking help and finding strength. With Simon's encouragement, Amy agreed to attend a counseling session. The process was challenging, but it allowed her to confront her feelings and acknowledge the impact Corey's return had on her mental health. Through therapy, Amy began to reclaim her sense of self and develop coping strategies. One of the most powerful moments in her journey came when she decided to confront Corey directly. In a tense and emotional scene at Roy's Rolls, Amy confronted him about the pain he had caused and the fear he continued to instill. Corey, initially smug and dismissive, was taken aback by Amy's strength and resilience. "You don't get to control my life," Amy told him firmly. "Not anymore." Her bravery was met with applause from those in the cafe, including Nina and Roy, who had also suffered at Corey's hands. It was a turning point for Amy, symbolizing her refusal to be a victim. Community support and justice. Corey's presence continued to be a source of tension in Weatherfield, but the community's united front against him sent a powerful message. Residents banded together to ensure that Corey was held accountable for any wrongdoing, and that Amy and others affected by his actions felt safe and supported. The show's portrayal of Amy's journey resonated with viewers, many of whom praised Coronation Street for addressing mental health and trauma in a sensitive and authentic manner. Social media was flooded with messages of support for Amy and appreciation for Elle Mulvaney's powerful performance. A new chapter for Amy. As Amy continued her path to healing, she found new purpose and passion. Inspired by her own experiences, she became an advocate for mental health awareness and support. Her journey from victim to survivor served as an inspiration to others, both on and off the screen. Coronation Street's decision to revisit Corey Brent's storyline and explore its impact on Amy highlighted the importance of addressing unresolved trauma and the power of community support. While the outcome was undeniably sad, it also showcased Amy's remarkable resilience and strength. As Weatherfield moves forward, one thing is certain: Amy Barlow is no longer defined by her past. She is a symbol of courage, healing, and hope. A reminder that even in the face of darkness, there is always a path to the light. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our channel Street Gossip for more update news.